Hi guys, good morning. I'm gonna go in with, you obviously are getting the same results every time because I love this brand, Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm going in 115 today just because it is my day off and I just want to go for a super light coverage. So I'm just gonna do the normal patting on your face. I had a shower this morning and I had this direct dye, and a direct dye is something that's just kind of a washout in 8 shampoos. And you can put it on dry hair or wet hair. I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to pat that in. And I put in this color called Salmon. I don't know if you guys can see that slight salmon color on my blonde, just to try something different for a different look. I don't really like having too blonde in my hair. It can really wash me out and hide my freckles. And I like showing my freckles. I like showing my skin underneath of my foundation. I don't like hiding it too much. So I like using colors that emphasize my skin tone. I am a pink undertoned redhead, so I can get away with kind of some pinky tones. I just have to be careful that it doesn't wash me out too much. So Salmon is kind of a really nice shade. I'll be curious to see what it looks like when it dries. So hopefully this isn't another long video. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go in with Old Faithful again, Maybelline Concealer in 15 Fair. This is the Fit Me. I do like the L'Oreal True Match too. I'm just going to pop that a little bit under my eyes, a little bit under my nose, on my chin, and a couple in here. And then I'm just going to work that in with my damp beauty blender. I like using the damp beauty blender sometimes, but sometimes I don't know why I'm so lazy for just walking over and getting it wet. I tend to use my flat top kabuki or my big face blending brush, but I don't really reach for this too much, and I like using my hands. Okay. I went ahead and I did my brows. I just went in with the Maybelline Easy Breezy Brow Shape and Define in Honey Brown. I'm not going to worry and bother about using my pencils today. I don't really want to go too over the top. And I'm just going to lightly set my face all over with the Maybelline Fit Me 130 in Buff Beige. Yeah, normally I don't set my face, but I think because I'm going for a little bit sheer of a coverage today, I'm just going to lightly pat it all in. I'm not going to go too crazy. Looks like it's going to be another rainy day here. Seems that every day that I have a day off, it's rainy. So go figure, eh? So I'm just going to finish patting my face and then I'll be right back. Hi. So I got my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Glow Kit. I've had some time to use it a little bit. I've tried a few shades. Today I'm just only going to use the Kitty Cat. I hit it by accident. I was so sad. There's some really nice shades and they're beautiful pigment payoff. I'll be curious to see how they are as a blush and as a cheek. So today I'm going to go for like another natural look, and I'm going to do some faux freckles. So I'm going to go in with Kitty Cat right here, which is kind of like a peachy shade. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm just going to go on the top of my eyelids. I'm not going to bother doing any contouring today. And I'm going to use my finger. You guys are going to notice a pattern here. I use my finger a lot to blend products in, and guess it's simple and easy too. So I'm just going to pat that on with my finger lightly and put that onto my crease. I might get like a brush and kind of work it into the inner corner of my eye a little bit better so it's not a messy hot mess. A messy hot mess, that's a good one, eh? Good morning. And I'm going to find a clean blending brush. Let me wipe this down to make sure. I did wash all my brushes, but you never know. I always go to the same ones over and over again. So I'm going to go in with Kitty Cat with just a blending brush. I'm going to pat that on a little bit better, but I'm going to pull that up onto the crease a little teeny bit. I don't normally, I love how I say that with such stress in me. I don't normally put shimmer on my lid, so I'm going to try to keep that relatively clean on the lid part. Just pull it up a little bit so it's not too crazy. I don't mind this shade. It's actually pretty nice. If you do use a brush with these, obviously it becomes a little powdery. They're not a super creamy formula, but I did wear it as a blush the other day, and I had a really beautiful glow all day, so it doesn't lie when it says that it is a glow palette. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to curl my lashes, and I'm going to put mascara on. I'm going to use the same one I used the other day because I really like this, the Revlon Dramatic Definition, and I'm going to use that in black brown. This one's fantastic. It's got a smaller brush. I'm going to show you. And if you don't have a lot of lashes, it's nice for separation and making it look like you have more lashes without clumping. And then usually I go on top with like a thicker brush if I'm feeling very hardcore, just to give me more oomph to my eyes. But I'm just going to keep it simple again, guys. Side note, I was just looking in the mirror and I might try something a little different. I might pop a little of Forever Lit in the very center of my eye. And I'll just really rub that in. And kind of use my middle finger to kind of blend the corners in. I can get technical and get a brush, but I'm just going to take that Forever Lit and just put it in the center. I don't know, I just felt like doing this. Just kind of bring out that inner lid a little bit. And you can kind of blend it all in together after. Okay, now I will go in and I will do my mascara. Now that I've applied my mascara, I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus in brown, and I'm only going to line just kind of like, if you look at, I remember my mascara doing that. Okay guys, I have to get in with the mascara one again, because obviously me pointing at my eyelash made me ruin my little mascara spot. This mascara is very buildable, by the way. I love that you can kind of go in and keep reapplying and it never ever clumps up. It's really nice. So back to what I was saying, I'm just going to line up at the top just the entire kind of length of my eyeball. Not my eyeball, kind of like the iris part. So I'm just going to go in. I didn't prime or anything today, guys, and I'm sure I won't get super longevity out of this look. But I don't really care. I'll just go to the bathroom and I'll rub my eyeshadow back in. I'm not really in the mood to kind of go all out today. I mean, to some people this might be going out all out considerably. So I'm just doing that in the center of the eye only. Just so I have some depth in the middle. And what this does is kind of pulls everything forward. It's such a simple thing, and you know, you're probably not going to notice too much. But I will know. Maybe I just do it for myself. I'm not sure, but I like just having that little bit of depth, kind of bringing in and showing my color off a little bit. That's my eye for today. I'm just going to grab everything to kind of do the faux freckles for you guys. Okay, I'm going to start off with my Revlon Color Stay pencil. I'm just going to dot it on. I've seen many techniques. I actually want you can get this stippling sponge. It's quite pricey. If anybody has any dupes for this sponge, you can just paint on the pigment and then stipple it onto your face, which looks incredible. I think Glam Gore did a video where she did faux freckles, and I was like, I must have this sponge. And then I looked at the price of the sponge, and I thought, okay, I guess I'm not going to have this sponge. Right now it looks a little blotchy, guys, but I promise you once I kind of work it all in. It's funny because my face naturally has tons of freckles down here, and I have freckles in other spots, but across my nose it's not as much, and I don't spend a lot of time out in the sun, and if I do, I have a really high SPF on, but I truthfully haven't spent much time, so I normally only have to work on the top part of like my cheekbones, because this face naturally, I've got a freckle here, I've got all these freckles. They're all over my body. I just don't have them everywhere else. Obviously my faux freckles would last longer if I you know, used a higher coverage foundation, set my powder, used a setting spray, but that's okay. This is just more for fun. And then I'm going to go in with the Gosh brand. I'm not recommending this one because it didn't last that long. And this is a long-lasting brow pen from Gosh. And I got this in the shade Venetian Brown. And I also got it in Mahogany, just for different types of freckles. And I promise I will blend all this in, guys. So I'm going in with this color, and I'm just dotting my face. I don't always do faux freckles. I go through phases. I've heard that like microblading, you can get faux freckles done very similarly. You know, part of me is like, oh yeah, let's do it. But you know, and I know it's just temporary. I just would have to know the right person. I'm not going to go seek out someone to do faux freckles on me. I don't know if that's something I'm really interested in. I know it looks blotchy, guys, but I promise, once I kind of get in there with my finger and I start patting it all in, you guys are like, what the heck? So now, before I even go in with the dark, I'm going to start patting everything with my fingertip and kind of warming it up, just to kind of blend it in so it's more seamless. See how that matches my own freckles? So it doesn't look like I've, you know, some people like freckles, some people don't. I love freckles. Whenever I meet someone that has freckles all over their face, especially little kids, I'm like, oh, you know, I was covered in them. My daughter doesn't really have any freckles. They're just kind of one here, one there, one here. And, you know, she did just turn 4. She might end up with more, but yeah. Okay, so once I pop that in, I kind of have a look and see how it looks. And if I'm pleased with that, I leave it. I probably should have done my blush and highlighter first. I didn't even think about that. So here's me thinking, guys. So I'm going to go in with Kitty Cat again. And I'm going to use a blush brush for that. And I'm just going to do kind of two wipes on that. Tap off. I'm not going to tap it so vigorously like I did my other videos, guys. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones, the apples of my cheeks, just for glow. I might have to go in with more freckles. I didn't even think about that. Why do I always film in the morning when I'm not thinking? I don't know. I must enjoy torturing myself doing that. So I'll apply the blush and then I'll be right back, guys. Okay, because I love glowing for days. That's just what I like, especially when I have extremely dry skin and I'm 35. I won't put glow in areas that I don't want to bring emphasis to, like my forehead wrinkles, the hood of my eye, the sides of my nose. I will do my cheeks because it gives me that youthful, dewy kind of look. So I'm going to go in with the shade underneath Forever Lit. And I'm just going to wipe my fan brush in it maybe once or twice, tap it off, and I'm just going to do the high points of my cheeks. Obviously, I just used a highlighter as a blush, so my cheeks are going to be super glowy today. But that's okay because I'm fairly matte down here just naturally. So I don't mind having that glow. The more glow, the better for me. Because to me, it looks like I'm hydrated and healthy and hopefully a little bit younger. Maybe I'll pass for being in my 20s. I could take that. I'm going to grab a small brush. I'm going to take that Forever Lit again. I'm going to take that on the brush. I'm going to pop that on the inside corners of my eyes. I'll work that in with my finger, heat it up a little bit. And I'm going to put that under my brow bone and really work that in back and forth motions. I don't want it to, this Forever Lit, when they mean lit, it's lit. So I'm just going to work that in. I'm using this whole palette today as my face. I'm just going to do the center of my nose a little bit, the top of my lip. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and add a little bit more faux freckles again. I'll probably go in with my normal, I might actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go in with my Auburn pencil. I'll tap it in and I'll be right back. I might use a little bit of the Gosh. It's not that bad, guys. I'm just saying this. If you use the dark mahogany, that's when you're really blending. So I'm going to go back in with those two a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, it really matches my natural freckles because my natural, again, goes from here down. It kind of just blends them all together to match my skin. I don't do this that often, but I do like doing it if I really want to appear kind of youthful and dewy. Like I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. So I bought a new color to try. It's the CoverGirl Outlast All Day. I've tried it once. I think I cocktailed it, so I didn't really like it. So I'm going to try it one last time. And I got this color in Coral Crave. So they've got two different shades. They've got the kind of lip stain and then the gloss. And the gloss is colored. So I'm just going to apply that. This could go one of two ways, guys. This might ruin my look, or it might make it look amazing. So I'm going to put that on. Oh, did I grab the gloss? I always do this. No, I didn't. It's, you know why? It doesn't really strike me as a tint. Like when you put it on, it's quite glossy, so you can really do a sheer coverage, which is nice. If you don't prefer a really heavy coverage, I tend to like a matte lip because then it lasts all day while I'm at work. And then I don't have to reapply. So sometimes the sheer coverage, the longevity isn't there as much, and I'm not very good at reapplying lipstick throughout the day. This is quite pink. I don't mind it. Okay. I just did one coat of this and I really worked it in. It's actually quite dried already. So I'm going to go in with the gloss and I'm going to put that on top and see how I like that. That's my bird, guys. I have a English fudgy named Freddie. He's a sweet little boy. I'll have to bring him to the video one day so you guys can see him. I don't really like glosses. I never have. They always, my hair gets stuck in them. My face feels funny. So I didn't line my lips today, guys. This is quite pink. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna live with it a little bit and see if I like it and go from there. But here's my completed look, guys. My faux freckles, my glowy skin, and my hot pink coral lipstick. So see you later. Enjoy yourselves and thank you for watching. Bye, guys. I just wanted to hold the camera up so you guys got a better view. I was looking at it and I was really quite pleased with this payoff. Again, the lipstick's bright, but I haven't done faux freckles in a while. This is cute. Anyways, bye again.